Satan does adarasiale Anidemini Ameshehi Inidemini Arefediki. Holy Souls in physical form. Yes, welcome. This is I, your host, Sunshine M, and welcome to our auspicious channel. And yes, Amharic. For those of you who've been following me, I've done this before, but as you do know, the sayings tend to change and differ. So we're just adding on, right? We're learning more. So Ethiopian greetings are courteous and somewhat formal. And this is going to be our topic of the day. The most common form of greeting is a handshake with direct eye contact. The handshake is generally much lighter than in Western cultures. After a close personal relationship has been established, people of the same sex may kiss 3 times on the cheeks. And that's how they do things. 0101 on the timer. That's how they do things in Ethiopia with care and love. A simple handshake. You know, I was sitting here the last time and my daughter's school. And she came back and she showed me something that was very interesting. I was like, okay. And we spoke about cultures, traditions, and how certain cultures, certain traditions do certain things when it comes to being courteous, being humble, and all that, and what you should do or should not do, you know. And it just, I guess it got my mind going. Like, we have lost so much respect and knowing of thyself so much that people don't respect an elderly. Instead, they can rather rob that person, an elderly individual, or rape them or kill them. You know what I mean? Mutilate them. Kids, pregnant women. We've lost such a sense of respect and care and love for others. Even tolerate. We don't even tolerate people anymore. That's how things have become. And I sat here and I was, as I was talking to about these things in school and these cultures and traditions, obviously we ended up, you know, it became a big thing, became holistic, whereby we were speaking holistically about cultures as a whole. But and then I came across this. I came across what it is that the Ethiopians do when it comes to them giving you a greeting. Yes, by the way, I know I did not mention their origin, the Ethiopian origin, but if you have listened prior, I have actually done a video about the Amharic origin and their people. And if you guys are interested in that, you can also go right back and you'll find what the Amharics do, where they originate from, so forth and so on. But what I do appreciate about the Ethiopians is the way they greet you. You know, the smallest gestures make the biggest difference. How 0333 on the timer. How you balance yourself, treat yourself, look at yourself, makes a whole lot of difference on how you treat others too, how you see others. I hope it's making sense. If you are somebody who's humble, nobody can hide what you truly are and who you truly are. If you're a humble individual, you'll be that way forever. Depending if you are going to allow certain entities and enemies and certain things to come and just change you as a person. Never allow anybody else to change you, especially for the worse, rather for the better. 414. Change yourself for the better. Change yourself for more growth. You should be your biggest challenge. You should be your biggest challenge. And your biggest challenge is you doing better every day. Upgrading yourself. 0444. Always trying to find ways to better your situation, to better your character, to better your personality, your mindset, your heart. People have lost respect for each other. We've lost respect for each other. We've lost the beauty that makes us human, which is love. Without love, what do we have? Because God is love, and we are made from His image. And if we even fail if we fail to give God the light, the acknowledgement, the love that He solely deserves, 5:33 on the timer. If we fail just to do that one humble thing, to love thy neighbor, we have failed Him and ourselves. Listen, you may be sitting where you're sitting, you're meant to be a comic in your area. You may be where you're supposed to be because you're meant to be a comic or a lesson for your friends, your family. Do you know what I'm saying? Not everything is bad. Listen, I perceive problems, what we say is problems, I perceive it as lessons. We don't have problems in this world, we have lessons. Because you've encountered this before, and it's something that we can't overcome. You know, can we understand this, please? Every situation you are in will change. This too shall change. I always say that to myself, no matter how dark times can be. This too shall pass. It has to pass. You can't linger in pain and hurt and tears every day, all day, year in, year out. No. Only those who are meant to, who are here for their own comic lessons, who are entities, who are demons, who went around, bringing pain and conflict into people's lives and hearts throughout their lifetimes. So they're here to repent and fix that. And it's nothing we can do about that. But for those of you who have a chance, for those of us who have a chance at bettering ourselves, at being the best that we can be, we should fight for that thing. 0711. We should fight for that thing. Fight to better yourself. The more you better yourself, the more you put effort in yourself, is the more of your beauty, your love, and your light you can share with others, fully so, without even having to do a thing. And automatically what happens? You start to restore bonds. Nevertheless, with divine counterparts that are meant to be in your life. Because right now, this is a season of just decluttering. People, characters, personalities, all that. We're just clearing out. We're clearing out all of that. Now is that time for us to clear out all the dirt, things that no longer serve us. Friendships, households. I know it's easier said than done, but believe me, once you take that step into the right direction, you'll be surprised. I never thought I'd be where I am today. I never thought I'd be where I am today. Please hold on for me. Sorry about that. Hi. You'll never amount to anything or to what you want to become if you don't feed positivity into yourself so you can also share it with others. You'll never amount to anything. Because you're not speaking positivity unto your life. You're not speaking life unto your life. We need to start doing things differently. A simple handshake in Ethiopia, when they greet you, it's much lighter than the Western. We are taught when you shake somebody's hand, be firm, be precise, so they know where you stand. They can feel your emotions or they can feel your intentions. You know, a handshake means a lot. Most of us have been susceptible to that, to the norm that when you shake somebody's hand, be firm, be direct, be upfront. 9/11, as I said that. But let's be honest. I think it's more about the character. Even if you shake somebody's hand and, with Ethiopians, their handshake is much more lighter. It's not forceful, aggressive, in your face. It's more relaxed. Hi, how are you doing? More gentle. For them, that shows a sign of respect, care. It shows that they acknowledge you as a human being. 9:44, as I said that. It shows that they accept you. The smallest things that we used to do, whether be it culturally or as a character, as a person? Certain things that you are meant to do, please and thank you, 10:01 on the timer. Hi, good afternoon, good morning. Not hello to a 50-something old woman or to a 70-year-old some man. Hello. That's not how you greet. With courtesy. We've lost even just to be obedient enough to be respectful to others. I get things like hi and whatever. Yes, I may look young, but for heaven's sake, I'm chosen. I'm very intellectual. And I'm much older. And I still feel some type of way if a child comes to me and says hi. No, that's not how it's done. Because that's the way it starts. We're supposed to groom so that we can lead, we can build future leaders. Yes. We are supposed to groom so we can build future leaders. 11:01. We're supposed to groom and be that epitome of example. We're supposed to be that example, 11:11 on the timer, for others, especially those who are coming up under us. The niece, your nieces, your nephews, those ones. We're supposed to lead by example to them. That once you give respect and you give love and affection, truthfully so, it will come back to you tenfold. Respect one another. Teach them how to greet. Just a simple greeting, not hi. Good day, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am. Teach them those. The smallest things that we incorporate within ourselves makes the most astounding and the most biggest change ever. You choose to pray. Take your salt baths. What do you think that does? By just you putting initiative to always take your salt baths, always say your prayers, always meditate, that alone, it builds a momentum within you. You clear, wow. You clear your pathway. Or you clear the pathway for your ancestors to be able to come through and speak to you. And I mean your ancestors of the divine white light. By you being courteous, you literally falling, or you are paying respect to your lineage. And it's not a lie. You are paying respect to your lineage by being respectful, by being kind, by being loving, by being humble. You are paying respects to your lineage. And it's not going to end there. It's going to grow. It's going to start manifesting itself in your kids and their kids and their kids. And you know how it goes. It's going to start multiplying. It's just automatic. When you do best for you, and your best has to be the best that God also wants for you. I hope I'm saying that properly. The best that you want for you has to also align or be the best that God also wants for you. That you can also use productively and properly so unto those who need it. Father, shine your light. The most smallest, most tiniest, most teeny, wincy expression of respect, 1355, goes a long way. And we should start living that way. We should bring back respect for one another, love for one another, care for one another. Heck, if you can't love right now, at least let's tolerate each other. Let's start somewhere. If love is not the ideal thing right now, fine. Let's work on growth and tolerance then. Then from growth and tolerance, from respect to tolerance, what happens? It starts to build itself. And before you know it, it's love. Now you are literally loving thy neighbor, 1433. See where I'm going with this? May God shine his light upon our lives, all of us. Even those who are watching me and they have issues with me, my karmics, all of you, who wish me bad, who want to see me crumble and fall, doing mirror magic, candle magic, all kinds of magic. You guys, yep. I still send my prayers to you. And I pray for God to show you guys that what you have been wallowing in is not for you. Because believe you me, it's so much better on this side. Far better. You can see it. And it's not a lie. Far better on this end, I have to say. I can rather stay, God's servant. Because that's what I am. I'm God's servant. I can rather remain that and give love, respect, caring, sharing. I teach my kids caring is sharing. Cleanliness is next to godliness. My kid cleans better than me even. That's how smart she has become. That's how much I've taught, that she's over-exceeded whatever I've taught her. You see? My nieces, you see her do hair, phenomenal. By you teaching, by you exercising and being who you say you are, acting out who you say you are, doing what you say you're gonna do. Being firm and keeping up to your momentum, being truth to yourself. Automatically, you pull in and you draw in everybody who wants to learn, even those they don't. Whatever. It's life. You call in the bad, you call in the bad. With the good and the bad. Sorry. It's just how it goes. Nothing ever goes alone. There's no good, it just stays alone. You know what I mean? It's like one of those when they say don't eat too healthily. You do need a bit of junk. Balance. See? Ethiopia. Ethiopian greetings are courteous and somewhat formal. The most common form of greeting is a handshake with direct eye contact. We don't do that anymore. We don't see people's souls because the eyes are the window to the soul. It's true. When you look at somebody in their eyes, you should know that you are paying their ancestors respect. It's not even a lie. You are paying their ancestors respect because now you're looking at that person's eye. You're actually digging deep within that person. Not only are you giving his ancestors or their ancestors recognition, but you're also giving the person whose hand you're shaking recognition. You're showing them that they are worthwhile and they matter. Okay. Being courteous. The handshake is generally much lighter than in the Western cultures. After a close personal relationship has been established, people of the same sex may kiss 3 times on the cheek. Let's love each other. Love yourself. Love each other, as in each other, and then love oneself. Love oneself to be able to love another. And it will grow. I'm a person who likes to be indoors, I'm not going to lie. I like my space. I love my space. But I'm also meant to be out there in the world and do what I need to do. I'm also meant to see what the world has in store. 1844. I also have to see what the world has in store. All this beauty. There's so much to experiment. Well, there's so much to experiment, yeah, and there's so much to see. There's so much places to go to. There's just so much that this world has to offer that is gorgeous and beautiful. We just don't see it because one of two things: either you've been hurt to such an extent whereby even exposing yourself to the world seems impossible. But it's okay. We all have our own preference. You know what's best for you. But I will never hinder somebody, and I want get out of that mindset that people have done you so much harm, you hate people, you hate life, you hate. Get out of that energy. Or you don't like people much. You don't like being around people much. You don't like. Stop being nitpicky. Yes, be picky with certain things that you need to be nitpicky about. And those are like certain characters and people who are not meant to be in your life. Yes, the reasons why we have to be out there is for us to learn more, for us to be able to, differentiate, or for us to see where our training stands so far. You see? Because when you are indoors, yes, we grow, we connect with God, we do things with God. Hello, God is there driving force. But it does not mean you should shut yourself away from the world. There's so much love and handshakes that we need to give. As the chosen one too, it's time that you guys get out of the box and stop thinking the way you do. Certain mindsets, I'm going to say this again, this is that time. Certain things have to be wiped off, cleared off, so that God can start to intervene, and your true self, the one that you are in the ethers, that person in the ethers, that name that you have in the ethers, we have to see that person, we have to know that person, and that person has to go out in the world and see the world, experiment with the world, experience things with the world. And that also includes being loving and kind and respectful. Satan does adarasali, yeah. Anidemini Ameshehi, Inidemini Arefediki. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Holy souls in physical form, you guys are phenomenal. 21:20 the timer. I'm glad to have you guys here, and hopefully we can start to change things around within the channel. Seeing that I've been away for so long, we'll incorporate new things. 21:33. We'll start incorporating some newness. Never know. But I'm glad to have you guys here, and yeah, as per the norm, please do like, share, and subscribe. It's our channel after all. So do so. And without fail, be good. Be blessed. Always, always put the Most High first. He deserves it.